Evening, fellas. How are we all? Um, Here we go. Bloody 2 or 3 days before the BBC. So we'll get into my predictions shortly. But just want to say from the top, the build-up to the BBC this year has been the best ever by a long way. Fucking plenty of laughs. I was in stitches last night. Don't know how this video is going to go, trying to keep up with the ones of last night. I won't be showing my ass if anyone's looking for that, so you'll be disappointed there. But yeah, fucking funny laugh last night, boys. Very good, and I know there's going to be plenty more this week when we get together. So, all right, the BBC, a couple of days away. In my eyes, the unofficial fifth major on the World Golf Tour. These predictions were nailed on last year. So let's just get a crystal ball and get into the predictions for this year. So the 2018 wooden spoon goes to, no need for a drum roll, it's Roly. Dead certainty to make it a hat trick of spoons. It's nice to see him on the course twice since he's been back from holidays. Just judging by the videos that have come through of Roly on the course, looks like he's still beating anorexia, so it's good for him. 2017 was a shithouse BBC for Roly. His best round was an 85 net, and to make matters worse, all the girls on Tinder were after relationships only and not a quick fuck. So, yep, I get to play with Roly in round one, so that'll be good. I can't wait to hear about that holiday of yours, mate, and all 28 plus encounters, so that should be fantastic. So, 10th place for Roly. 9th spot is Pedo. I did have him in the second group until last weekend just convinced me 100 plus off the bat. He's second last. Mate, known Pedo for about 30 years and had no idea he was that bloody good at climbing trees last year. I thought Lenny or Gnome was the king of the helicopter, the club throw, but Pedo well and truly is the king there. He's got the mantle now. Yeah, he's got bad form coming to this. His last 4 or 5 rounds are horrendous. But it's only a one-hole competition for Pedo this year. He 71 holes he won't give a rat's ass about. Hopefully the draw gods put him and Big Daddy together and we can see them fight it out for the 5k hole now. So 9th spot for you, Pedo. Coming in 8th is Rosie. Rosie is in 8th. Looking simple, when you have an air swings on the tee block, you're in the last group every year. So considering I have Rosie and Roly in the last group on Thursday with myself, mate, I'm just hoping we all get in before dark. We may need the iPhones out and the torches there on the last green to read a putt or something, but hopefully we can get that done. I do like the lead up with a couple of varying courses there, Calliope, Gladstone bits, yada yada, it's all good, just varies up the game, but doesn't hide the fact that Rosie has the worst follow through I've ever seen in my life. Rosie, mate, you got to pivot. Look, this is what you do. You fucking throw a leg. Mate. Fucking don't throw a leg. Well, do in the bedroom, not in the golf course. So, 8th spot for Rosie. Rounding out the last group, we have Beaver Lynn. Look, if you weren't in Beaver's group or the group behind him last year, then you missed out on a stack of entertainment on the green. 3 or 4 times around, that little white golf ball was disappearing at a rate of knots off the green, or the putter was getting the fucking shit kicked out of it. So I played a couple of times with Beaver last year, and the best one I saw was, my favourite moment was Noosa. Beaver's, off 15 or 16, 4 straight pars to start the round. I'm thinking, shit, here comes a really red hot score. The par 3 fifth hole at Noosa. He's on the green, 15 or so feet away for birdie. 4 putts for double. Bottom lip drops. He doesn't recover. He takes him another 8 holes to get his next par. So I think that's Beaver summed up. Also, he's got to come down to Brisbane now. South East Queensland is freezing cold down here at the moment. So I've never seen or heard of a cold Beaver performing well ever. So, mate, I can only have you in for 7th spot in rounding out last group. Okay, into the second group we go, and sixth spot, and the benefactor of Pedo moving to the last group is Big Daddy. Big Daddy for sixth. Seriously, if he was your pet dog, you would have put him down by now. Everything is broken or breaking down. He's got a condition known as the frozen shoulder. Well, I can tell you his shoulder isn't the only thing that's cold, because his golf game is as cold as a witch's tit. He tried to get the boss to deny his leave application because he knows he's a snowball's chance in hell of winning the BBC this year, but that didn't get up as well. And, you know, Big Daddy's got 99 problems. 14 of those are the golf clubs in his bag, and the 15th is Pedo. So once again, I think the BBC is of little consequence to Big Daddy, and it's just all about that par 3. When it happens, if it happens. If it was me, I probably would have just called out a par 3 I already know. Played Pelican Waters before. I know there's a couple par 3 there that I probably would have put my hat on, but he's at the lap of the gods in the draw, and we'll see how he goes. So good luck for that par 3. If I can get that off. Fifth spot, J-Cat. J-Cat for fifth. Likes to play with the vets on a Wednesday simply because it's easy cash, and you know he can beat them regularly. Sorry to tell you, J-Cat, but Lenny Matthews and his crew aren't here this week. You're playing with the big boys now. So I think midfield for J-Cat. Look, his last venture down to Southeast Queensland was Brookwater early in the year, and if he's playing like he did that day, his game and his golf balls they'll just go to the water or the fucking OB fence next to the neighbour's yard if he's really spraying them. So yeah, fifth spot for J-Cat, the original milk slurper, J-Cat fifth. Fourth, rounding out the second last group, we've got the Gnome. True fact here, the Gnome has won the BBC every time the year after I won it. So it's a good omen bet for you, Gnome. However, a couple of worrying signs last year have put me off you. Don't like it that Gnome copped a 2-shot penalty last year for hitting the wrong ball, especially when that occurred on the putting green. That's a worrying sign. And he also got knocked out of poker with a straight, or what he thought was a straight. He only had a 4-card straight, not a 5-card straight. So I think, no, mate, that's just the world telling you need some glasses or something, brother. So he is having another sneaky round tomorrow, I believe, at Indro with the Vips. I said, all right, I'll hold off getting the handicap spreadsheet out. And he goes, oh, no worries, you can go and do that, mate. I haven't got a flag dropping off. And I said, what about if you play well, Gnome? And he goes, you can go ahead and get the spreadsheet out, youngie. So could be some easy cash from the Gnome tomorrow at Vips for the Indro boys there. So I wouldn't mind taking him on. Third place into the last group, and it is Sticky Date for third this year. Last group would be Foreign Territory for Rick. He hasn't seen it or been anywhere near it, I believe, in all these other years. Playing well, 2 or 3 over at Boyne Island not so long ago, so that's always nice to have a good round under the belt. Mate, he would have nightmares about Noosa, and he's probably glad we're not going there. Massive fucking chunder on the road to Noosa last year, and then he was basically looking at the win, and then the unthinkable happened. A shank. The best golf swing we've ever seen hits a shank on the 17th, puts one onto the road, and Ricky walks off with a moose. Triple bogey on the 18th, and if Rick had gone par instead of moose triple, he would have won Noosa, but he didn't. But that doesn't stop me from putting him in his first podium finish. Can't wait to have a rum jerky with this man, and it's third for Rick. Runner up, here we go, we're getting to the business end now. Second spot, I can't split these two, and the handicap suggests it the same. And second, we've got Martini second, mate. He's won it before, and more importantly won it in Southeast Queensland, which I think is a big plus. I only played once with Martini last year at Twin Waters, and his theme for that day seemed to be drive for show, chunkier second shot though. So I'm just not sure if Martini's, you know, tightly fitted shirts there cut off the circulation to his arms or his fingers or something like that, because when it came to a bit of deft touch and a bit of feel around the green, it just deserted him last year. But I think, yeah, he'll be there this year. For mine, though, he's definitely the winner. He's a big player on that WeChat. Fucking most of the funniest shit has come from him this year. That egg thing last night was hilarious. Suggesting Big Daddy's dick will get in the way of that GoPro in his head, mate. That had me rolling around for days. So there, that's for second for Martini, which just means your champ 2018 back to back. This bloke right here. Not going to change the winning formula. Said I'd win it last year, did. Stick with it. I will need my fair share of luck. I rode my luck last year. If you're lucky enough to play with me, you'll know why. Got some easy courses this year, so I think that might bring you boys into it a little bit more, but at the end of the day, I think you guys lose it more than I win it over 72 holes, so that's basically where I'll leave that. And look, if you can beat me, you get the trophy, you get the jacket. So that's a wrap. What have we got? 2 sleeps. Can't wait, mate. See yous there. Go!